A set of 5 two-digit integers is given. Average of first and third number is second number. Fourth number is half of first number. Sum of first, second and fourth number is 127. Find fifth number is 62. If second number is A and average of 5 numbers is B, find A and B respectively. Okay, so we are told that a set of 5 two-digit integers is given. So let's say these 5 two-digit integers are A, B, C, D and E. Alright. Average of first and third number is second number. So what is average? Average is sum over n. So average of first and second number. So A, first and third number. So A plus C by 2 is second number, which is B. Okay. Fourth number is half of first number. So fourth number is D and D is half of first number. So D is equals to A by 2. Sum of first, second and fourth number is 127. So sum of first, second and fourth number is 127. So A plus B plus D is equals to 127. Fifth number is 62. So this fifth number, which is E, this is 62. If second number is A, so in according to our assumption it is B. So what we'll do is we'll say this capital A, instead of capital A we'll assume it is B. An average of 5 numbers. So average of 5 numbers here will be again sum over n. So sum of 5 numbers will be A plus B plus C plus D plus E divided by n, which is 5. This is equals to capital B. So what we'll do is, for our understanding, we'll say that this capital, instead of this capital A, we'll write X. So this average is equals to X. We have to find out A, capital A. So instead of capital A, what we assumed, it is B and capital B. So for capital B, we assumed X. So instead of B, we'll write X. So we have to find out B and X here. Okay, so this much is clear. Okay, so that's it. This is all the information we are given to that is given to us. Now we have 4 equations here: 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now if you observe carefully, we have 4 equations and there are 5 unknown variables. What are those? A, B, C, D and X. So we have 4 equations but 5 unknown variables. That means we cannot find the value of B and X here unless we use trial and error method, because there is no other option that says data inadequate. Okay, so there is no option that says data inadequate, but luckily we are given the options. So that means we can use the values given in the option and find out the value of B and X here. So where do we start now? We have to find out B and X. So let's start with B. We know B is equals to A plus C by 2 and A plus B plus D is equals to 127. So we'll take this equation 3 and write it over here. So B can be written as 127, and let's take this A and D on the other side. So we can say that B is equals to 127 minus A minus D. Now what is D? D is half of A. So for D we'll write A by 2. Alright, so B is equals to, let's take LCM 2. Now 1 2s are 2 and 2 into 127 will give me 254 minus 2A minus A. So we have B is equals to 254 minus 3A divided by 2. Now we also know that B is equals to A plus C by 2. So for B, what we'll do is we'll write A plus C by 2. Now let's get rid of 2 on both the sides. Alright, so we finally get A plus C is equals to 254 minus 3A. Let's take this 3 on the left hand side. So we get 4A plus C is equals to 254. Now let's keep this information aside for a moment. Now we have got the relation between A and C here. So let's keep this aside. Let's start with equation 4 now. We know that average of 5 numbers is X. So, but we are also given that A plus B plus D is equals to 127. So A plus B plus D is equals to 127. So we'll write that 127 plus, now here C, we don't know what C is, so let's write it here, and A is 62. So plus 62 divided by 5 is equals to X. Alright, now this is the point where we have to start using the trial and error method and start assuming the values. Now luckily for X we only have to assume 2 values, which is 50 and 55, right? There are only 2 values that we have to assume, which is 50 and 55. So let's start with 50. Let's say X is 50. So what we'll get the value of C here. So we get C is equals to 5 into 50 will give me 250 minus 127 minus 62. So it will be minus 189. So 250 minus 189 will give me 61. So we have got the value of C, which is 61. Now let's say in this equation, let's say this is equation 5. In this equation, let's say if C is 61. So if C is 61, what we'll get for A? We'll get A is equals to 254 minus this 61 minus C. So that means minus 61 divided by this 4. So we get A as, when we do the calculation, when we do all this calculation, we get A as 48.25, and this is not possible because in the option we don't have our answer in decimal points. We have our answer in a whole number, but we have got the value of A as 48.25, so we can clearly eliminate this because this is not a whole number, this is in decimal. So let's say no, we are not saying let's say, we are just eliminating X as 50. So we clearly are sure that X is not 50. What else is left? 55 is left. So let's say X is 55. So now let's solve for C now when assuming X is 55. So C is equals to 5 into 55 will give me 275 minus again 189. And finally we get the value of C, which is 86. Now again, if C is equals to 86, what we'll get for A? We'll get 254 minus this 86 divided by this 4. So we get, after calculating all this, we'll get the value of A as 42. Okay, so after calculating this, we'll get the value of A as 42. Now we have the value of A, which is 42. We have the value of C, which is 86. Let's substitute the values for A and C in here in equation 1 and find out the value of B. So for B, we'll get A plus C. 42 plus 86. 42 plus 86 divided by 2. So we get B as 128 divided by 2. So 2 6s are, 2 4s are. So finally we get B as 64 when assuming X as 55. So that means when X is 55, B is 64. And that means this relation is correct. So here option D is the correct one.